So this is Batsen. If I start with explaining the problem and saying that 700 billion are spent every year in heating, everybody will say like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, yeah? What we also don't really know is that actually we already have the energy for heating. It happens in the summer. The biggest issue is that 70% of that energy actually just gets turned off and doesn't go anywhere. And then what happens is that solar farms get turned off and home providers and suppliers just don't get paid for what they send to the grid. So this is a visualization of what is going on. Summer peaks the production of solar panels, and in winter starts the energy demand for heating. 6 months apart, no bridge to connect it. If we think about a solution, everybody will say, oh, maybe a lithium battery. Well, lithium batteries are made for daily cycles, not really to hold a charge for 6 months. Heat pumps is right now the most sold item, but this actually just moves energy. And when the winter comes, when the minus 10 degrees hits, you actually have the highest and most expensive electricity, and the efficiency is really not great. Then we have industrial TS. TS is thermal energy storage. It's very similar to us. The problem with the existing systems is that they're bulky, they're big, they're expensive, and they are really not made to push the cost down for residential and to increase the efficiency. Well, not until now. We have designed the first residential seasonal heat battery. So how does it work? You build in the backyard a very well-insulated container. At the core is sand. When the summer starts and your solar panels start producing surplus, instead of sending to the grid at 0 cents, you divert it, convert it to heat, and you store it underground. That heat will then can stay there for periods of 6-8 months. It will have more or less on average 10% passive heat losses. No chemistry, no degradation, no reaction, never need to be replaced. On the winter time, your heating system of your house passes water through the system, gets heated, and then you can use that hot water to warm up your house. As simple as that. And the price, $3.2 per kilowatt hour. This price is already tested, like in our pilots in Abu Dhabi. We are 1/60 of the price of lithium, which is like around 98% cheaper, and we are around 1/20 of the industrial TS. For a home, what does it mean? So some homes with solar panels, usually they will be bigger homes, they will spend around $3,200 per month per year for the heating. The system will be more or less 32,000 K. So depending on your consumption is the size of your system. This would give you a payback of 9 to 10 years. And if you count your lifetime savings on electricity plus the valuation of your house, because now you are a house that doesn't spend any energy for heating, it will give you 165,000. The reality is that if this house and this system would be built in Germany, Germany would cover from 50 to 70% of the cost of the system. And your payback would actually be around 4 to 5 years. So how do we do it? So Batsen only produces the equipment. Imagine like a swimming pool. In the swimming pool, you buy your filters, you buy your pump, then your constructor gets a blueprint and he will build the system. The same thing for us. We will sell you all the equipment, we will work with an installer, we'll train them and we'll tell them all the process for installation, and then the system can be built anywhere. This allows us to scale through multiple countries very, very fast. This is our pilot being built. So this pilot was being built for over a year. And the idea was that how do we make the construction so simple that anybody can do it? Yeah. So we were going through multiple stages of testing and checking what works, what doesn't work, and then replicating. We already have over 3,000 people in waiting list. So this came from one single video online. So there was a guy making a video from us. Everybody that saw the video came to the website, registered for the waiting list. And we spoke with over 100 or 200 of those people. And what we can say for sure is that people recognize the problem, they like the product, and they're willing to invest. Of course, heating market is extremely big, 2.5 trillion on global heating, but this is what we are going after. We're going after homes with solar panels located in areas where they already need to heat the homes. And why them? Well, in Europe has a mandate that 49% of the building heating needs to come from renewables. Right now, there's really no system that can do it. So the policy is written, the market is forced, and we are the answer, or at least for now, one of the answers. The idea is to come to Germany because I said they have a lot of subsidies that we can benefit, get 15 trained installers, and do 10 pilot installations. With this pilots, we then will populate YouTube, like with customer experience and process and so on, so that we can then attract organically more users. At the second stage, we'll go B2B2C, and this is the idea that we will just approach the installers and sellers of solar panels, and they will do most of the sales for us. And the reason we know this is because we have talked with them. We have a lot of guys that have registered in the platform, and they told us, like, we have 1,000 clients, but we don't really have a product to upsell them. Like, this would be a first one that actually makes sense because they actually could make a different, like some nice money, like with the installation. The industrial optionality is there. In GCC, in the Gulf, we are going to be working more in the industry. It's like bigger systems. They can be 200 megawatt hours, 300 megawatt hours, and this is a possibility for the future. So for the first 3 years, we expect to be serving only the people in our waiting list. We will have a little bit of a bottleneck in terms of production. In 5 years, that bottleneck will be solved. Like we already have like a lot of exposure online, and probably we already have suppliers for the systems that can work with us on exclusive regime. The team is me. I've been in charge mostly of the teams on the ground. Matteo, he's top #1 thermodynamics researchers globally, and he has been leading the research team. And Martin, he was one of the first investors. He's also a board member, and he's the one who has been helping us more to be compliant in all the governance process and so on. We are not terribly ready, so we have our pilot. We have 3,000 people waiting. We have 52 already installed partners signed up, and we are patent pending. Right now, we're raising 500K. This is what will give us like the 10 pilots, a 30 certification to be able to sell, 15 trained installers, and Series A ready. Our investors is BP, British Petroleum. Then we have Masdar, which is like also one of the biggest renewable arm investments from the royal family. Catalyst, Startup Wise guys, very small ticket. And our founders are owning 87.2% of the shares. Thank you so much.